Yahushua HaMashiach's birth on this earth was during the season of Sukkot.
And Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the people of Israel, saying, On the 15th day of this 7th month, and for 7 days, is Chag Sukkot, the feast of booths. On the 1st day shall be a solemn rest, and on the 8th day shall be a solemn rest. You shall celebrate it as a feast to Yahweh. It is a statute forever. You shall dwell in Sukkot, booths, for 7 days, that your generations may know that I made the people of Israel dwell in booths, temporary shelters, when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh your God. Leviticus 23.
In the temple courts, Yahushua kept both Sukkot and Hannukah according to the New Testament, John chapter 7 and 10.
Shout it out loud and shout it out clear.
We in the Mighty Wind Ministry are here, and we're putting our Sukkot right back up.
For Hannukah, and we don't care what anybody thinks.
Prophet Elisheva's Sukkah never came down, and neither has ours.
Beside the miracle of lights, the book of 2nd Maccabees tells us the origin of Hannukah is the autumn festival of Sukkot, except celebrated later in the winter.
Now Judah Maccabee and his company, Yahweh guiding them, recovered the temple and the city. But the altars which the heathen had built they pulled down, and having cleansed the temple, offered a sacrifice after 2 years, and set forth incense and lights and showbread. And they kept the 8 days with gladness, as in the Feast of Tabernacles, remembering that not long afore they had held the Feast of Tabernacles, as they wandered in the mountains and dens like beasts. Therefore they bare branches and fair boughs, and palms also. They ordained every year those days should be kept of the whole nation of the Jews. 2 Maccabees 10. See that ye keep the Feast of Tabernacles in the month of Kislev. 2 Maccabees 1 verse 9.
So we're going to do it.
And anyone who would like to join, you're welcome to. Yahushua wants to be honored in this way.
And you want to know the reason why? Please stay tuned, because you will hear a prophetic word where Yahushua HaMashiach himself speaks through Apostle Elisha Eliyahu on this topic.
You want to see the Mighty Wind congregation, people all over the world, dancing, singing, praising, joyful celebrations for Yahushua HaMashiach.
Amen. Or if you want to see an anointed brother doing backflips for Yahushua's glory and making it look incredibly easy, I mean, let's face it, not even in my heyday, which is obviously now, can I do a backflip like this brother.
Do you want to see Apostle Elisheva's personal sukkah? You're invited inside.
Or do you want to see the same brother doing an anointed hat toss, catching that hat straight onto his head?
Then stay tuned for another big video to come that shows all this and more, the full version. But first, this preview.
So, let's get right to it.
ושמחת בחגיך, והיית אך שמח. Thou shalt rejoice in thy festival, and thou shalt only rejoice. Deuteronomy 16.
Hallelujah!
Samea.
When you have gathered in the produce of the land, you shall celebrate the feast of Yahweh 7 days. On the first day shall be a solemn rest, and on the 8th. And you shall take the fruit of splendid trees, branches of palm trees, and boughs of leafy trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice before Yahweh your God. Leviticus 23.
We honor Yahushua's birth for 8 days during Sukkot, right? Now, after all, shouldn't we honor another 8 days during the season of Hannukah?
And they sought pure olive oil to light the menorah, but they found only one little vessel sealed with the seal of the high priest, and it contained but sufficient oil for 1 day. But the God of heaven, who caused his presence to dwell in the sanctuary, gave his blessing, and it sufficed to light the menorah 8 days. Megillat Antiochus 69 and 70.
During the season of Hannukah,
The precious, lovely hands of the beautiful Ruach HaKodesh placed him as a tiny unborn babe in the womb of the Virgin Mary.
and isn't that enough reason to put that Sukkah right back up and to have a tabernacle together with Yahushua?
At the time of Hannukah, when he was conceived.
The greatest reason of all and the true meaning of Hanukkah came to this earth.
During the Festival of Lights, his name is Yeshua HaMashiach.
Yahushua HaMashiach, amen to that. During the time of winter, the darkest time of the year, Yahweh sent his light, his only begotten Son, into this world.
So when you light that menorah, remember, he is our only eternal light that can get us to heaven.
Amen. Prophet Elisheva Eliyahu's own Sukkah with her own personal possessions is publicly shown in this video.
Since she's the leader of A Mighty Wind Ministries, sharing it with all of the A Mighty Wind congregation.
And all who are blessed by A Mighty Wind Ministry, by the holy prophecies, and by her.
And accept them as a blessing from the Holy Trinity, Abba Yahweh, Yeshua HaMashiach, and the precious Ruach HaKodesh.
Caleb, do you recognize everything that is on that Shabbat table?
That were love gifts from you to her in 2016 and 17.
I remember Mama Elisheva Eliyahu always telling us she was laughing how Caleb would surprise her and give her gifts.
Because Caleb called her his Jewish American princess.
Do you see the incense burner?
The mirror jewelry box containing more gifts of love.
And if you look close, even the crystal goblet inscribed.
Your name and date is there on the wedding goblet.
And you have her goblet inscribed with her name.
The prayer shawl was also a gift matching your shawl.
Do you remember any of these items, Caleb, or the love for your Jewish American princess?
Walk off in you, take you back from the enemy. Let me share Spoke forth this prophecy, and they asked you